So, this episode's gonna be about flying to Barcelona. Not really, but it's gonna be about quotes, which is kind of like a little bit like the same, isn't it? I don't know either. No, I I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm gonna see you after the intro, as always. Oh my god. And this is who I am, I would say. But yeah, with that being said, hello, welcome back to the next episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast. And I'm happy to be here. And I've once again kind of been able to come up with something new. And therefore, we're going to go through a bunch of quotes today. I think I haven't been doing this up to this point, but I'm actually not quite sure. So it is actually something that's really close to whatever I'm doing just every single day. But yeah, I kind of have the feeling that I should be changing up things. I've seen it yesterday. Yesterday, I've actually been uploading an episode about me designing something, and it's been actually quite fun, I would say. Like, it's already having 3 clicks and 11 minutes watch time, which is fucking amazing for just whatever I'm doing. It really indeed is. And therefore, like, amazing. I enjoy that. I enjoy this. So yeah, let's actually go through some summaries, I would say. No, not really summaries, but quotes. So the day quotes, or maybe the daily quotes, some sorta. I'm gonna just then have a look at the top quotes, something. The top quotes of the day. Found it. Amazing. It just is amazing. The first one is from Zig Ziglar, and it is, "Yesterday ended last night. Today is a brand new day." Which is actually the case. Zig Ziglar might be, as some people actually say, kind of the father of us all. The father of us, of all the people that are just willing to be more motivated. For all these people that are willing to just achieve more. For all the people that want more, I guess, because it somehow was the teacher of, for example, Seth Godin as well, also for Tony Robbins, like all those people, like everything somehow started with Zig Ziglar, and maybe his mentor, whoever that was, I'm actually not quite sure, but yeah, it is amazing. It really indeed is amazing. Why is this like fucked up right now? I don't want this to be fucked up, please. But why? The second one is, yeah, actually, indeed, the second one, or the 9th one. So it's from 10 to 1, like place 10, then place 9. A man watches his pear. It is from Abraham Lincoln, by the way. A man watches his pear tree day after day, impatient for the ripening of the fruit. Let him attempt to force the process, and he may spoil both fruit and tree. But let him patiently wait, and the ripe pear at length falls into his lap. I think it is just all about patience, isn't it? We need to be patient. I also need to be more patient. Like, it is something, it's like an important message for myself as well, which is actually something that happens to me sometimes, actually, because if I'm posting something and it is actually about patience, it's always a great reminder for myself as well that I should be more patient, that I should be just wait for whatever is going to come, Of course, if I'm going to stress myself out, if the podcast is great this day or whatnot, it's not going to make anything better in the end. Of course, I should be working really hard in the micro, but if it is about the macro, I should be actually very patient, or I should be very patient, which, by the way, is some sort of a quote from Gary Vaynerchuk, or Gary V. I really enjoy the way he's thinking and or seeing the world, and I somehow also try to give you other perspectives and give you other ways of thinking about certain things, whether it be about failure, whether it be about problems. I think it's just going to be about the world. I think it is actually a pretty great way to help other people, also in terms of mental health problems, which are quite often correlated to just not seeing the world as it actually indeed is, or seeing the world in a really specific subjective opinion that's fucked up and negative and bullshit and all those things, So maybe this is actually kind of my goal, to give people another perspective, to show them different ways to think about things, I would say, and by also incorporating like some design things, because I'm a fucking design head, because I'm having design on my head. Never mind. The 8th one is, sometimes from Joseph B. Worthlin, whom I don't know, but sometimes we make the process more complicated than we need to. We will never make a journey of 1,000 miles by fretting about how long it will take or how hard it will be. We make the journey by taking each day step by step and then repeating it again and again until we reach our destination. Another kind of just way of seeing the whole patience game, I would say, or seeing the whole difficulty of the game. Like also my game, the podcast game. Like it's gonna be an episode at a time. It's gonna be a speech at a time. It's gonna be an artwork at a time. Whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna be this particular thing at a time, every single day. Hopefully, because at least in my point of view, it is a really great way to just get better every single day by doing it every single day. And if you kind of do not have the energy to do it every single day, I don't know if you should actually be doing it. Of course, there's going to be some days I'm really not feeling like recording. It's also going to be the case, because it is work, it is tough, especially if you're, for example, ill and whatnot, then it is going to be fucked up. But you know what I'm referring to, you know what I'm talking about. The next one is from Viktor E. Frankl, who has been in a concentration camp and who has survived the concentration camp and then wrote a book about it, and who is also, I think, a psychoanalyst. I'm never ever quite sure about just all these things. Like, are you a psychotherapist, psychoanalyst, psycho whatever? I don't know. He's something with psycho. For the meaning of life differs from man to man, from day to day and from hour to hour. What matters, therefore, is not the meaning of life in general, but rather the specific meaning of a person's life at a given moment. Which also makes sense. Some say. The next one is from Jesus Christ, which is something that I don't know if you can actually say that it is from him, but, do not be anxious about tomorrow, for tomorrow will be anxious for itself. Let the day's own trouble be sufficient for the day. So let the day's own trouble be sufficient for the day. It is actually a pretty great way to kind of relax and not think about tomorrow, I would say. Because indeed, tomorrow is going to be a different day. Nobody says that tomorrow is actually going to be as bad as today is. And no matter what situation you might be in. Maybe it is actually, and I'm not actually trying to be negative, but trying to kind of say what I'm thinking about. It could also be worse, Of course, it can be worse. But focus on the good, I would rather let you just focus on the good. It's just only people that I know. Besides the other one person, because the next one is going to be from Vincent van Gogh, which is Gogh, and not Goth or something, it's Gogh, as far as I at least know, I'm actually not quite sure. I often think that the night is more alive and more richly colored than the day, which is, by the way, something that all the Stoics wouldn't really appreciate Vincent saying, because they are just, at least as I've been reading, and we actually went through Seneca's Letters from a Stoic, which is a book on Seneca and the letters he wrote to Lucilius or whatever. And it is a really great story. If you just click on my channel, if you're on YouTube, or if you click just on my channel as well, if you're on the podcast, you're going to find it really quickly, because I've been going through it like a few days ago. It must have been like maybe a week, not even a week ago. And there's going to be some sort of a stoicism always in the title. So check it out. If you're interested in stoicism and the philosophy of stoicism, then please check it out. It is amazing. But Seneca said that you should not be sleeping when it is day, and that's quite it, which is something that's bad, because he wants people to do something during the day and sleep just when it's night. But of course, and it is also something that I've been talking about then in the episode, if you're a person that is kind of able to work really, really well in the night, then why the fuck should you be forcing yourself to work during the day? There is no fucking reason why it would actually make sense for you to do so. Only just because somebody's saying that you should be doing it in this way. Why? If it isn't working for you, why the fuck should you actually be doing that then? Please don't do such things, and there's going to be a lot of different things that are just completely the exact same concept. Like, there's a lot of things that people say you should be doing, you should be just being engaged when you're 30 years old, because if you're just older, you're gonna fucking die. And no, you're not gonna fucking die if you're not engaged when you're 30 or 40 or maybe even 50. Maybe you're never gonna have a wife. Maybe you're never gonna have a husband, and it is totally fine as well, just because it is your fucking life and it is your fucking way of living. And if you want it to be this way, then just have it in this fucking way. Do what is working best for you. But of course, always listen to the people and always listen to their advice, because sometimes we can find something that's working really fine for us. But if you don't try out, you will never know. And if I don't try out new things, then I will never know if they work or not. It's always about trying, I guess. It's always about just finding new things to do and just trying out these new things and seeing if they work or if they don't work. The fourth one is from Jim Valvano, which is Valvano, whom I also don't know actually. If you laugh, you think and you cry. Wait. If you laugh, you think and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week, you're going to have something special. I think I know what he's referring to. And I kind of find it crazy that there's no woman in this fucking list up to this point. It indeed is fucked up. But I'm going to repeat it because I think it is, first of all, pretty funny. And on the other hand, also really valuable, I would say. So if you love, you think, and you cry, that's a full day. That's a heck of a day. You do that 7 days a week and you're going to have something special. I guess what he's referring to is, if you're just doing something, no matter what it is going to be, whether it is a podcast, whether it is about your shop, if you're loving every day and if you're just being sad every day and if you cry fucking every day, you're actually indeed going to have something special because it is going to be something difficult. It's going to be something hard. It's going to be something that not everyone's going to do. And I've also had days like this, which is not a way of me saying like, okay, I'm onto something very special. I don't know if I am. I'm going to see in maybe a year, maybe not even a year. Maybe it's going to just take me a month. I don't fucking know. But most often we are having to sign up for something that's going to take us a little bit longer, I guess, because nothing that's really good also should come easy, because we wouldn't then appreciate whatever it might be if it wasn't just, or if it was actually easy to get to, or if it was easy to accomplish or accumulate or whatever it might be. Like, it wouldn't be that of a nice thing or that of an interesting thing, I would somehow say, if it is like only, easy, I guess, and not really difficult and like just easy, I would say. I think just easy really says it pretty well. The next one, which is from Joel Osteen, whom I also don't know. Like, that's crazy. Every day we have, but what is the fucking chance or the possibility that I'm just having 5 out of 10 quotes or 4 out of 10 quotes by people that I actually know? Like, there's so many people and there's so many quotes. Every day we have plenty of opportunities to get angry, stressed, or offended. But what you're doing when you indulge these negative emotions is giving something outside yourself power over your happiness. You can choose to not let things and or also little things upset you. We are having the power and we are having the possibility. It, of course, is not going to be nice. It's nice. Well, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy to withstand the kind of power of negativity and being angry and all those things. I know that because I'm a fucking aggressive dude. I really am, unfortunately. It is something that I quote unquote struggle with, I would say. It is something that I see, which is something that's not too good. But still, it is what it is, And also by just thinking about your flaws and by just complaining about your flaws and all those things that you're not good at and whatnot, it's also not going to make anything better. And it's also not going to do you any good besides that. The next one is from Eleanor Roosevelt, which is the wife. I don't know, I only know Theodore Roosevelt, I guess. I'm not quite sure. I really am not quite sure. What am I doing here? Yeah. With the new day comes new strength and new thoughts. Another great way to think about new days. And to think about new days as something that's indeed amazing, I would say. And the last one, I actually kind of, I hope I'm not gonna, I fucked it up. The first one is, I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged for the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. And it is still fucked up. I do not want to get political because it is something I shouldn't be talking about, because first of all, I don't know anything about politics. I should be interested. I'm not that interested. I know the basics maybe. Still, it is not something that I'm too interested in. Maybe unfortunately, maybe fortunately, I'm not quite sure. I'm also not willing to talk about some things that are controversial or something. I do not want to have that. But racism is fucked up. It is bullshit. Only because somebody's having another fucking skin color, does that fucking matter? Why? He or she's having another color. Well, okay, it is what it is. It is what nature is. So why the fuck does it make a fucking difference? Because it does fucking not make a difference. It's only just something that we fucking introduced into fucking nature. Back in the days, black people would have feared white people just because when you're just black, you're gonna live in a certain area where there's only black people. I assume. This makes sense. But nowadays, it doesn't make any fucking sense. You're black, fine. You're Asian, fine. You're just American, fine. You're just Russian, fine. You're German, fine. You're Italian, fine. I like your food. Or something. Like, it is fine, Unless you don't know the person, you shouldn't be judging this person, I would say. And it also isn't just the best thing to do, also in terms of I would argue just being happy with yourself. I would say, if you're only judging other people all the fucking time, it's not gonna make you particularly happy, I would say. And there's another from Edgar Allan Poe, who is an author, and it is kind of the only reason why I'm just now gonna read it, because I know this person. They who dream by day are cognizant of many things with which escape those who dream only by night. Oh, I see. It actually took me some time until I actually got it, but I would say it's dream, fucking dream, and just take actions on your dreams. Because you can just make these dreams reality, and it's definitely not something that I'm just saying, it's something to just motivate you or whatnot, because it is actually the case. If you're really willing to do something about your fucking dreams, then you're also going to be able to do something about your fucking dreams. You're able to do so. It might not be easy. It might really not be easy. But you can do something about it. Wow. You know what is amazing? Alice Brown quote. In every day there are 1,440 minutes. That means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact. And I hope that I'm able to do this for an hour a day. Or 40 minutes a day, something like that. I really am, to really be honest right now. If I'm on fucking Quora or if I'm on fucking Reddit and I'm answering certain questions and trying to help other people and I've been able to help them, it feels amazing. And I do just want to do this on here as well. I kind of want to do this on scale, because being on just Reddit and answering singular questions might not be that easy. And it is also not that easy. It's not really fast, There's faster ways, and a faster way to actually be just being here and having a fucking episode and recording it. I really am willing to do so. I really am just hoping that I'm also going to be able to do that. But I'm also thinking about should I be doing it in a passive way? Because I believe that a lot of people are doing it in a passive way. Because let's for example take PewDiePie. He's just a fucking role model for such a lot of people. And he's able to make them fucking happy every single day. Because there's content of him every single fucking day. And it's making people happy. So it's like an indirect way of just helping some people, and by just pointing out certain things, by pointing out certain ways of feeling about life, which is something that I would say that I'm doing, it is an active way. I don't know which way is going to be the better way, but I don't know, I just want to be there. Yeah, I do just want to be there. I do just want to help others, and I do just want to be able to help other people with whatever I'm doing. But mostly just about, I would say about the feelings. Of course, I can help people with design as well. Some at least. But I don't know, helping them seeing the world in a different way, or helping them to just feel better about themselves, or feel better about their life. This is amazing. And making them happy, this is also fucking amazing. Yeah. So if you want to actually kind of support me, please subscribe to the podcast and share this episode. And share another episode that you find on my channel, or that you found on my channel. It would really mean the world to me. Today, and I actually have to talk about it. Today I've actually seen that I gained a new subscriber. Now I'm having 25. And I feel so amazing about it, actually. It is something that I tend to forget, and I'm happy that I'm forgetting about it, because I shouldn't be too high on okay, I've gained another subscriber, because everything can be gone in a day. It can. But I'm really happy about this. I really am. But yeah, I think, so thank you to this person that actually subscribed to the channel. And also everything about the podcast, I'm also just really happy about that. I really am. But yeah, I'm going to see you the next time. I at least hope. So stay fresh, stay cool, stay happy. And I wish you the best health, of happiness, and also success. And I also hope that you're going to remind yourself and you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy. 3 other questions that I'm having for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? These 3 are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, since a lot of companies started out with solving something that really pissed them off in the first place. And there's probably also going to be something that pisses you off as well. There's always going to be something that's not solved up to this point. But yeah, I'm going to see you the next time. I at least hope.